had the privilege of being able to study abroad in the summer of 2016 in Beijing, China. When I hear people talk about their experience studying abroad, they'll often say, oh, I went backpacking like this whole weekend, or oh, I would have entire days where I could just walk around from coffee shop to museum. That was not my experience at all. I took part in an intensive Chinese language program where we had class about 25 hours a week. We would do presentations, we would write formal multi-page essays, we would have moderated half-hour-long debates entirely in Chinese. It was pretty brutal, but I wouldn't have changed it for the world. But I did also have a number of really just wonderful experiences. I climbed the Great Wall, I got to go see the Summer Palace and the Forbidden Palace, I got to go to tea houses, I took an overnight train to Xi'an to see the Terracotta Warriors and the small wild goose pagoda. I went to a traditional Peking opera, I got to hike the Taihang Mountains and the Peach Blossom Gorge, where I walked over a waterfall and actually found a goddess shrine to the goddess Guan Yin. You just don't see nearly enough random goddess shrines anymore. I learned quite a bit about myself through my study abroad experience, which I know everyone says, but hear me out. Without oversharing, I will tell you that I have some health and mobility concerns that I feared would kind of hinder me. Sometimes I need to use a cane, or joint braces, or really heavy-duty painkillers. So obviously, I really doubted my ability to be able to go study abroad and keep up with my program of study. However, my major is actually international security, and they will not let you graduate until you have studied abroad. It is a requirement. So I went, and I never looked back. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I didn't experience any problems or that it was a complete breeze, but it was worth it. And about 4 months after I returned to the United States, actually, I got another interesting opportunity. CET, the organization that I had traveled abroad with, was looking through their alumni for people from marginalized or diverse backgrounds to speak at a conference on their panel for diversity and inclusion. So CET flew me up to DC. I spoke on the panel that morning and then flew back out that afternoon. It was an amazing, really humbling experience. I had the opportunity to give recommendations to the resident directors of the Prague program, the programs in Osaka, to Italy, etc., on how to make their programs more accessible. I'd gotten official documentation paperwork changed in order to make it easier for disabled students to know what they need ahead of the time. I was able to brainstorm with some of the administrators on how to reach out to the disabled community and let others know that yes, this world is yours just as much as it is anyone else's. I found what I'm capable of and how hard I can work, what I can endure, how to push through when I just didn't feel like it, and maybe how to more intelligently manage my health. This wasn't my first time traveling abroad in Asia, but it still just reinforced for me just how big and beautiful the outside world is. It helped me solidify my decision to continue my studies in the region. And it really showed me the importance of taking chances, because without that leap into the unknown, you'll forever stay where you are. All of that being said, here's some of the fun from my time in DC. So I literally just got into my hotel in DC, and oh my god, guys. What? I have a king bed, which is ridiculous because it's only me. I have this tufted sort of chair. Pringles. Most importantly, Kit Kats, because that's the weight of my heart. They also gave me a gift bag, which, I mean, this is out of the State Department, so I guess they can afford it. And instructions, stuff like, don't be a dick. Oh, get it, it's a handbook. And then they gave me a cookie that looks like something. It's supposed to be the Washington Monument in the Capitol, but it's not pointy, so I think they just did a bad job of it. But I bet it's delicious. Oh my god. Gonna steal all this soap. So this is quickly shaping up to be the bougiest 24 hours of my life, which is good because I'm not paying for it. Because I'm an adult and I can do whatever I want, I ordered milk and cookies from room service. I'm gonna go grab dinner with some of the coordinators, wake up tomorrow super early, go over my notes one last time, and then speak on the panel for like 3 hours and hopefully not put my foot in my mouth. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, right? Right. I just now got out of the conference. It was an amazing experience. For someone with a disability to have the opportunities, the same opportunities, to study abroad, to go on all these adventures, have all these opportunities, 50 years ago that wasn't such a thing. And I was just really honored to be able to talk about that and shed some light and say what staff could do to encourage their students who struggle with this to go. This has honestly been such a whirlwind of a 24-hour experience, but it's been really great.